Hi there and welcome back to video 3, where we're going to show you in this video how it all works in practice and how you can get it to work too. So I'm actually going to go on to LinkedIn and show you how to do an advanced search and how to attach messages, and even what one of the messages could look like for you. Okay, so quick recap of video 2. So I'm going to show you the first 3 steps in this process here, so you can get to grips with them and start getting the LinkedIn process working for you. So what we're going to do is find targeted contacts, tell them what you do and ask them if they'd like to have a conversation, have the conversation and take them to the next stage if necessary. Okay, so I'm just going to hop onto LinkedIn now and show you how we can do an advanced search to get some targets coming up. Okay, so if you click on the search box up here, and at the bottom here it's got search for people with filters. Click on that. And when LinkedIn decides to work. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to filter people by a second level connection. First level means we're already connected to them. So if I tick this box, you can see it's now narrowed down the number of results here. We're also going to want to have some keywords in. So I'm going to deliberately look for Managing Director. You can look for more than one job title as well, but I'm just going to show you how to do a quick search for Managing Director. So if we scroll down a little bit, we can then narrow it down by locations. So I'm going to do kind of a 50-mile radius from where I'm based. So I'm going to do Birmingham, Gloucester, Oxford, and I can add more locations down here as well. So I could also do things like Swindon and so on and so forth. And you can see all the time it's kind of narrowing down how many results we've got up here. I can also filter by industry. So I don't want to tick marketing and advertising because that's obviously a service we're in, but you might want to have a look at construction, management consultancy, information technology, and again I can add more industries if I want to. So I might want to do financial services and so on. And all the while it's filtering, so it's telling me now I've got 952 second level connections that are managing directors, etc. Okay, so next thing I want to do, I can see here that I sent an invite or I haven't connected with this person, etc. Now, next thing I want to do is go and have a look at their profiles to see whether they're a good fit for me. So if I go and have a look at Paul Kemble. Okay, so I can see, just looking down here, he manages a company called I, and he's a construction professional. And he might look like a good contact for me. So what I'm going to do if I want to connect with him is I'm going to click this button here, and now it's giving me the option to add a note. So I can just click in here and I can type a personal note to him. Now, if I go back to my presentation here, I suggest you write a simple connection message like the one I've got here onto something like Word, so you can just copy and paste it through. Oh. Up here now I can't, but what I would normally do is copy this connection message, and I'll go back to my LinkedIn and I'll just pop it in here. I'll personalize it as well, so I'll say hi, I'll call him his group name. I was looking through LinkedIn, came across profile here and thought it would be good to connect. Hope you agree. And you can see immediately why it would be easy to have this copied and pasted somewhere, so I can just literally copy it in. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to send the invitation to him. So it now comes up that I've sent the invitation to Paul, and I can go back and do that process again. So if I just go back, it now says invite sent, and I can go down this and just check who else I might want to connect with. on here. Okay, and I'll keep doing that until I've built up. I want you to start off with 20 a week and then build up to 40 a week. And that way you'll quickly get lots and lots of connections. Now, it's a good idea to keep track of these, who you've connected to. Obviously, you'll know that you've sent an invite to this person, they've not yet accepted. But that way, if you've got track of that person, you can then follow them through and see that you've sent out over the follow-up message as well. Because at some point, you will get an email saying this person's connected to you. So you can see here, Trevor Eden now is a connection. So if I just click on here, do you see at the bottom here it's got write a message or attach a file? So this is where it's helpful to have your second message already written. So I've just got a sample one here. We use lots and lots of different follow-up messages, and I've got a list of about 8 different types of follow-up messages that I will share with you if we do work together going forward. But this one simply says, thanks for connecting. I thought it would be great to have a chat on the phone about your business. To give you an idea about what I do, I help business owners with their lead generation. Our process typically generates between 4 and 6 qualified leads every month. Great to find out more about your business too. If you'd like to have a chat on the phone, please let me know. I'll give you a call. So that's the type of follow-up message that I would then copy and paste into here. And you can see at the bottom we've also got an attachment bit on there as well. So I could attach a file on this as well, and then obviously send that to him. And again, this is why it's a good idea to keep track of your connections somewhere, so you can see who you've connected to, who's connected back with you, and who you sent the follow-up message to. But I will show you all of this if we do work together. Okay, so once you've done your connection message and your follow-up message, and remember, we're sending the follow-up message to every single person who does connect back with us. Because we should have narrowed down whether or not they're a good target in the first stage of this. So you're going to get some people coming back to you and saying, let's have a conversation. And when they do, you then want to sort of go back to them saying, yes, that would be great, suggesting a date and time and having that conversation with them. So all the follow-up messages that we use have all been tried and tested and have worked extremely well, and it's just a case of you picking one of them, or maybe a couple even, to test them in your business and seeing whether or not they work for you as well. So that's basically the 3 first stages of the process. But there are more stages as well, so there are further steps. So if we do work together, I will teach you how to have the initial conversation over the phone. I'll teach you how to, if you then take this through to a meeting, how to set up that meeting for success and handle any objections that are given by the prospect. We've also got some really great tools that we use to make the whole process much, much easier. And also we've got something that we use in the program called multi-channel messaging as well. And what that means is you can send a series of emails to your prospects, and we've got some great tools that help with that as well. Then of course you'll have some prospects that just aren't replying to you, so perhaps they're not interested, but other times they just will not have got round to replying, so I'll teach you how to do that as well. Other things I'll teach you is how to upsell and downsell your services as necessary, and there's lots of other things as well, like, you know, so where does email marketing come into play, where does blog writing come into play, so we'll go through all of that too. Okay, so on the last video in the series, I'm going to show you how we can put the whole process together so you can really start getting qualified leads for your business. And on that video training, I will also talk you through the program and how it can work to really, really get qualified prospects in your business. And I can promise you now, it has worked remarkably well for all the clients that we put through, and it is fantastic value. So I hope you will join me then, and I hope you found this training useful. Take care. Bye for now.